Hi guys, I'm very excited to present this before you. We have a chatbot in this website, and this is a custom knowledge chatbot that we have built using a pipeline that I will show you in just a second. But this is how you can talk with the chatbot. So let's say, what is the starting price of a membership for this gym? And it's preparing the reply. The starting price of the basic membership plan is $100 per month. And if you look at the knowledge base that we have set for it, let's look at the knowledge base. This is the knowledge base. This was the knowledge base. We can see that a membership starts here at $100 per month. So it is able to extract it is able to use the internal doc, which is the knowledge feed, internal knowledge feed, and it is able to give the response. Now, isn't this beautiful? Do you want to learn how to make this an embed in your website? This is what we are going to learn in this website. I'm very excited to show you this. Let's go. So I have created a beautiful diagram. I find it beautiful for understanding the process. This is an Excel draw. So we start the process and we are going to use Replit, which is an integrated development environment. Using this, you can host your code and run it 24/7 if you want to start it like a service. So we use Replit, and in the Replit, we use the code, we use OpenAI API keys, we use the Assistant API in forming the different threads and messages. If you want to learn more about the Assistant API, you can check out this video where we have seen a deep dive into Assistant API, the threads and the runs that we can do, creating an assistant and all the other things. You can watch the video. But after we set up the code here, we're going to use the code in VoiceFlow. VoiceFlow is for building conversational assistant. If we go to the website of VoiceFlow, this is the VoiceFlow website. We can build different kinds of chatbots, just like the one we have seen here. And then we are going to embed the chatbot in our website. And this is the whole process. We'll also use a custom knowledge, which means we are going to put in knowledge base or a doc file or any PDF files as the knowledge base for the bot, so that it responds from that knowledge base. We can configure as much as you want, because as you know, OpenAI, ChatGPT-4, GPT-4 has extensive knowledge, but we don't want that. We want very specific questions that might be asked by the user for our specific website, which is a gymnast website here. This is just a sample website. Let's not get too bogged into this website, but I would say this is a pretty beautiful website. And actually what you need to do is you need to match the color scheme, and then it looks more realistic and good. So let's see, how do we start and make this? Let's go. The first step, we head back, is to do everything on Replit. So let's go to Replit. This is the home of Replit. We can go ahead and create a new Replit. So create REPL, and we select the template as Python here. Give it a name. Let's put it YouTube and make it private for now. Let's create the Replit or Relp. Let's wait for it, and it will install all the requirements on the right. The Relp is booting, and it will install all the requirements. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, it is already set up. Let's print something here. Print hello world. Okay, and then go to run. Okay, so this is everything is set up here. So let me take my code. Let me open my working code, and let's get started in explaining that. Let me stop this for now. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a main.py file here, a new file. Then we are going to import the OS. If you have seen the earlier video of mine, this video, then you have already seen how to set up the Assistant API. Assistant API is the new API from OpenAI, and using that you can create different assistants. There's different steps that we need to do. First is to create an assistant. Then we to create a thread, which is just a conversation. Then we add the message to the thread. So if you have 10 users, you will have 10 different threads, and each of the threads will run independently. And any message, suppose you are on the 5th thread, then any message that you put on that thread will be appended to that thread. and all the replies of the assistant will also be appended to that thread as well. So we have the run assistant. This is just for getting the outputs, and then we can see the output. So this you have already seen in the earlier videos, but in this video also we will try and have a look at the code. So we go to documentation, we go to how assistant work. So this is how it works. We create an assistant first, then we create a thread. Thread is a conversation between the assistant and the user. Then we put in the user message. This is being used by the assistant and to generate a reply here, and the reply is appended to the thread. These are called runs when you do the running or invocation of the assistant. That's called a run. So what we do is, this is my working code. So what we do here is that we import OS, we import the sleep module from time, we import OpenAI. From OpenAI, we import the OpenAI here, and we need Flask as well to set up this beautiful web app here. Okay, so we're going to use Flask, which is a pretty lightweight, web framework that provides useful tools and getting this all done. So we say print start here, and then we connect to the OpenAI API key. So we say OpenAI.API key is this, and then we start up the client. So how do we get the keys? I think you know this, platform.openai.com. And then we go to API keys here, and then we generate an API key from here, create a secret key, and then you follow the necessary steps of verifying you're human and copy the code or copy the API key here. Then we start up the Flask app. So app is Flask and __ name. Then we ingest the file. So this is a file which is our knowledge base. So I have uploaded the file here, just drag and drop here. So internal.doc, and these two files will be automatically created. You don't need to worry about that. So internal.docs, what is in the internal? Let's go and see. So internal is just FNA or Q&A for the gym membership. What types of membership do you offer? Membership fees, and what are the different questions that people might have. This I've created using ChatGPT. You can create an extensive document, or you can put your own very large document here and get the answers from this document. So this is the knowledge base that we will use. Let me go back to the code here. And then the first step is to create an assistant here. So the assistant is client.beta.assistant and create the assistant. This is the instruction. So this is an interactive chatbot. It's designed to provide you the information about the gym, assisting with the membership related inquiries, and make your experience with us seamless. Okay. And tools that you're going to use is the retrieval tool, which is going to retrieve the documents and answering. Model, we're going to use GPT-4 1106 preview. It's a new model. Files, we're going to use the files ID. So files.id, file.id, which is this file, ingesting the file, and .id, the ID of the file. Then we're going to print the assistant shared with ID. This is just for print for debugging purposes. For setting the connections, we create two routes. The first is app.route is /start, and this is using the get method. In here, we define a function, initiate conversation, and then we print out the just for information purpose, initiate a new conversation with the chatbot. Then there is this step 2 of the threading process. So thread, we created a new thread here. So this is for that particular assistant ID. Then we return JSONify, we return this thread ID. So this is the ID that we're going to use in our chatbot. We'll see that in a second. Now, next we have this route. This is app and chat route, and the method is post here. Then we define this function of chat. We say data is equal to request.json. Thread ID is data.get, and the thread ID here, whatever we have mentioned. Then we have the user input. We get the message as a user input. So the next step we do is to add the message to the thread. And this is the create. We put in the thread ID. We assign the role of the user, and we get the input from the user and put it in the content. Then we run the assistant, which means to get the output of the assistant here. In the step 5, we check if the code has been completed. And we check the status of the assistant run and wait till the code is completed. So run.status can have different status, and out of that, one is completed. When the completed is being achieved, then we move forward. Then we get all the messages in the thread, and we get the latest messages in the messages. Then we return that messages as a response object. So we start the server here, if name is equal to main here, and we start up the server here. If we run this, once you have this running, we will see that there is some error here, but fear not, we are going to integrate in just a second. Click here and you can see this output. But what we are interested in is this link. This is our link to the API. This is how we are going to call the API using this link. So this part is done. So if you see the code, the Replit is done. We have used Assistant API. We have used the OpenAI API key, and we have modeled our code here. Next, we need the VoiceFlow, which we can use to create conversation agents. Let's go to VoiceFlow here. So this is the VoiceFlow chatbot creator. We go to the assistant here. Let's say assistant. We click here, a new assistant here. We can put in the assistant name here and put in the modality of a chat. And you can select the language. Then you will have a normal template open, but I have designed everything for you here. Let's click here in the designer. So this is the chatbot that we have designed. Let's go through it one by one. This is the start here, and here you need to add the this API. You can just drag and drop. That's pretty simple to create this. So we can just delete it for now, but you can just drag and drop this API. So we click here, and in the get section, you need to write whatever we obtained there. You can go back here, whatever we obtained this, you can just copy this and paste it here. And after that, we need to write /start. So this is where we are going to use the start method that we have seen here, start route, this one. Okay, this is a get method. It's using the get method and the start route. So in the header, we don't need anything, but what we are going to need is here. We need to write this response.thread ID and apply a thread ID here. Create a new variable if you don't have this. Since you don't have this thread ID, we need to create a new variable. So we need to put the settings here. Once we did that, we can have two options, whether it is a success, whether the new thread creation process is successful. If it is successful, we go ahead and ask the input from the user. If it is failed, then we put out a response that the thread is not created, and we can just end the active state. Next, this is the user input capturing. So this you can write. I'm an AI assistant. I shall help you with any gym related issues. Ask me anything. Looks good. Then we can put in this capture. So how do you capture? You can capture by this. So you just drag this here. So you can capture the last utterance. Okay, you can capture the last utterance. You can select it here. You should select it, otherwise you won't be able to use it. So select the last utterance here and put the response of this to the response generation API. This API will use the post. Let me go back. This will use the chat route here. So /chat. So what you're going to need to do is click here and put in the chat version here. So whatever we see in here, we just copy this and put /chat. Also, these are the headers that we have mentioned. These are the raw data. We need to put this. A thread ID is thread ID, and message is the last utterance, and the capture response is the response, and apply to the last response. These are the settings that you need to do. And once it is success, it is going to take the response and feed it back, because that is going to be a loop when you are doing the chatting. If it fails to generate a response, then we say it failed to generate a response and we end the chat. So isn't this interesting? Once we have this, you just need to click publish, and you can just put in a version name here, a version number. Let's say version 2, and then we go to publisher. Then you click on embed widget, and you can see this script here. We can see the general settings here. Fitness navigator, I've already changed this, therefore you're seeing this. Never forget. And the appearance, I've changed the color and uploaded some assistant image and some image here and this image here, so as to have a good feel. Also, please match the color of this with the website. That will give it a more dashing view. So once you have this, you can just what you can do now is just go and embed this. Let me show you. If I have let's say let me delete everything and then let's do everything. So here I I just got this template, HTML template gem from the free website. I'll just share this and you can check it on your own as well. And what you're going to need to do is you can go to this index.html, just open it with the notepad, maximize it, and then go back to the VoiceFlow and copy this. Okay, we clip this, we copied this to the clipboard, and then we head back to this HTML index.html, go down somewhere before the body. You can just paste it here, Control S, and close this. Once you close this, you can just go ahead, and what you can do is now you can just open it and you can see the widget. Voila. So you can go here. Now, do you know this is running or not? Let's find out. What are the timing options? Let's see if it is able to generate. It should run because we have Replit running, and you know it has Replit running, and it also has the VoiceFlow we have already integrated. Okay, and the chat. Let's start the chat again. Start a new chat. Okay, what are the timing options? Let's see. It's preparing the response. Taking a little bit of time, I feel. Is it coming with a very long response? Let's see. But you can see the response being generated here. It's in progress. It's completed. Okay, in Replit you can see the status as well. So this is a very detailed response, therefore it took some time. It also mentions the sources, but this is something which you don't want to appear here. So maybe in the next video I will try to find a solution to remove this source. But this is the timing. You know, you can put in a better, very detailed FNA or the question and answer module, and then you can find a very good response. Let's see the internal document for a bit. Can I cancel my membership? Okay, let's ask this question if it is able to see if it is able to fetch from the document. Can I cancel my membership? Can I cancel my membership? Let's see. Let's wait for the response. You can see the response in the Replit as well. It's completed now. Yes, you can freeze or cancel your membership under certain conditions. It's recommended to check with the membership agreement for the specific condition on the freeze and cancellation policies. Okay, so this is how you integrate a chatbot. Now, if we head back to my drawing, this is done. Let's summarize. We started with nothing. Then we created the code in Replit. We uploaded the document as well, the custom knowledge base. We used VoiceFlow to create a chat bot, and we integrated the chatbot in HTML and CSS, where in index.html, and we see this output of the chatbot whenever we load in the page. Now this is how we built the custom knowledge chatbot in just 20 minutes. I don't know how long this video will be. It's more than 20 minutes, I think. But just one additional step, what you can do now is that you can go ahead and ask the website owners and contact the website owners basically and ask them if they would like a chatbot of their own, and that chatbot will have the knowledge feature, question and answer module, or of their information, of their company information. So basically what I'm saying, that you can scale this business. This can be a very good business model. And let me know if you face any difficulties in constructing this chatbot, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you were happy with this code and all the presentation. If you would need any, if I need any improvements, I would definitely do it. Please let me know anything that you like to learn and do in the next video. Also, I was thinking of putting the code only for the members of my channel. But again, then I felt that I do need to share it with everybody. So I've decided finally to share all the codes and code snippets and everything with all the channel, with everyone actually, basically. But yeah, if you really think that I provide you some value, please join this channel here. It's a very minimal cost, and I will try to bring interesting contents in the membership area only. But this video, I think it should be open to all. And what I shall provide the code here, this code, and I shall also provide the internal documents. Then I shall provide the VoiceFlow integration. How should I provide this? So I can just copy this and I can just send you or download the .vf file. This VF file I will attach in the GitHub repo, and you can download this and you can just load the VF file. So once we have this .vf file, you can just import the VF file, and then you can have everything as the same as me, get the same installations done here, get the same bot here. Also, I am going to share this free website template. This is just free, but anyway, I will share this with you so that you can copy exactly what I did and try to improve upon this and create better chatbots and see what else you can do. But yeah, this looks pretty good. This is how you would really, you can just accelerate your business. You can start the business and accelerate your business. So having said that, this brings to the end of my video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Stay healthy, stay fit, try this code out. If you have any problems, please mention. I will do everything to solve that. Please like this video, share this video, and let's join the AI revolution or AGI revolution that we're going to have. In the next video, I will bring out some interesting contents on fine-tuning and other things that I have a lot of videos to be made and so less time. So having said that, this is your host, Prompt Engineer, signing off for a better tomorrow. Bye-bye.